Oh, hey, baby. Hi. Happy Father's Day. Making a mess here. Happy Father's Day. June 20th, 2022. It's the day after Father's Day, believe it or not. Father's Day was yesterday, June 19th, 2022. But today, as is every day, is Father's Day for me and for you. There's been absolutely no scripts to these. None. Every day I talked about something new or tried to talk about something new. Every day I tried to show you or teach you something new, give you an update on my life or my situation and your life and your situation and our life and our situation and the world's situation, which can get crazy at times. There's been no scripts. This has been straight from the heart. It's been a daily diary. Mostly. I've missed a few. And I don't know exactly what value it will have. I don't know if this will have value. I suppose like everything else, it will age just like everything else. Me, you, the world, life, wine, shoes, tires for your car. Everything ages, everything rusts. It's called entropy. Everything collapses. Everything eventually turns back to dust, as they say. It's called entropy. Stars blow up and burn out. Cars rust. Mountains erode and go back to the sea. We've got to move out the old to make room for the new. My life is over the hill, and your life is before the hill. So I didn't want any scripts here. I wanted ideas. I had ideas. We've done a lot in the last year. We learned the alphabet and the history of every letter in the alphabet. We learned it backwards. We learned about bees and beauty and birds and deer and squirrels and art and politics and the universe. We learned about your family. We learned about our situation and how the first couple years of your life and what they were and how they were difficult in some ways and beautiful in others. I showed you right where I was when you were born. I gave you ideas as to what I thought about naming you, and I talked to you about how I feel about your mother and the deep feelings I have there. A couple things about me. I'm a Cancer. I was born on June 25th, just a few days after the longest day of the year, the most sunshine in the year, and I like to believe that I live my life with a bright light. I try to show people everything that I have and give them everything that I have. Diane Matthews Brunner is my mother. George Edward Brunner is my father. My mother's parents, my only living grandparents, were John Ben Matthews and Mary Catherine Matthews. John Ben, my grandfather, was probably one of my favorite people growing up. And as I got older, I learned to have deep respect for Mary Catherine. My father's parents, who died while he was a boy, were named Lawrence and Lucille. Lawrence was my grandfather. Lucille was my grandmother. They had two children, my father and my father's sister, who I did know, and her name was Candace, Aunt Candy. She married Kurt, Uncle Kurt, and they had one child, Cynthia, who's gone on to marry a man, I don't remember his name, and they've had 4 children. I grew up in the Pleasant View neighborhood. Pleasant View neighborhood, south of Edinburgh, Indiana. Just south of Edinburgh, Indiana. And my best friends were Carl Brandt and Kurt Brandt. And my brother and I and them, in addition to Matt Fulkerson, a couple years later, grew up on the shores of the Blue River, of the Flat Rock in the Blue River, just east of Camp Atterbury, U.S. Camp Atterbury. We liked popcorn as a snack, pizza as a food, whistling to each other down the road, skateboarding, Voltron, Transformers, The outdoors, hiking, telling stories, playing capture the flag, joining the Boy Scouts, and dreaming about the universe. That's what we loved. I grew up, moved in my teen years to Bloomington, Indiana, and became an introvert. I'm an introverted extrovert. I'm a thinker and a feeler. I'm an intuit. I intune a lot of things. I know things before they happen. And I decided at some point that I would try to use that power for good and not evil. I'm a unique individual in that way, that I'm a male INFJ born under a Cancer sign, one of the oldest souls on earth. And I believe that's why you and I have been meant to meet. I don't know where you came from, but I believe it was the backside of Jupiter, and I believe you were a great ball of fire in the sky that was never going to miss me. And it was going to hit me and come to me no matter what. And you're here now. And that's why we are here now. You're a special gal. You are very intelligent, very full of intuition, and full of feeling. I don't know what your personality will be as you age, but I know that those are important traits to have as a human being. They're rare traits to have as a human being, and they're even rarer traits to have when you are just 2 years old, and you have them now. I'm excited to see and to be part of your life going forward. I don't know what direction this will go. We're mere days away from what I guess is going to be one of the final decisions in what will happen to you and to me, and to how much time we can spend together. Maybe I'll update you on that. Maybe I won't. I'm going to put down the camera on a daily basis from at this point forward after today, I think. I don't know. Someone said you might just keep doing this, Dave, but I've done 370 of these for more than a year, and I guess it's time for a rest. Everything does come to an end. You and I will come to an end. And I guess it's my hope that these unscripted diary entries, these videos, these Father's Day videos, Father's Day chats, will at some point become an important picture to you, something that you can share and cherish, or not share and yet cherish, and learn a little bit about what the first years of your life were like for your daddy, and a little bit about your mommy, and a little bit about you. It is most important to me that you hold on to the roots and the DNA and the powers and the spark and the heritage that was given to you from me. That's my side of the family, and that's what I value and want. It's most important for me that you use your intelligence to look at this world for what it is and to help make it into what it should be. That's what I do and have tried to do in my life, and I hope that you'll try to choose at some point to continue to carry that torch. I don't know about God. I know I talk to Him. I don't know about Santa Claus, but I know gifts are real and right and good and fun. I don't know about love. Love is a fickle feeling, and it's often masked by many other things: lust, need, insecurity, want, fear. But I know that there are elements within love that are true, and that's typically duty, respect, appreciation, and sometimes honor. I don't know about life or life after death. I don't know what the meaning of life is. Are we tomato plants? Am I here just to propagate another plant that will grow up in the garden at a later time than myself? Maybe. I know that people feel things, and I know that we're given a frontal cortex and a heart and a something that feels something powerful, maybe a soul. But and that we have to actually respect that. And what does that even mean? So, I guess that's it. Our Father's Day talks will come to an end, at least on video. I will continue to offer them and provide them to you as long as we can see each other in person, or I can afford to. I know this: you have everything that you need to survive and do well, and to be an individual and to fight for your individuality, which is important. The founders of this country, probably, in my opinion, if Christ does walk on this earth again, will be the second, probably second most important people that ever walked the earth. Believe strongly in self-governments and individuality. And I hope that you will chase that wherever you go. I look forward to loving you, to being with you when I can, to knowing you and supporting you. And I hope that you will grow to look forward to knowing and loving me. There's never enough time. You always run out. Everything ends. These videos will too. But if love is eternal, and there is an afterlife, rather, if there is an afterlife, then I know that love is eternal. And it will persist between you and I forever and for as long as our solar system and as the universe shines. I don't say it often. I don't know that I've said it a lot. I love you. I'm happy to be your father. And I'm doing, as anyone else does, and as you will too, just the best that I can. Happy Father's Day, baby. My daughter. Happy Father's Day to me.